Hey, this is Steampunk Stories and of AmberStreet.com. This is a brief update for January the 27th, 2020. It's been a while. I'm got here my big ass coffee mug. Um, for those of you who are close to me, you already know that I've been busy moving into this new apartment. I've been busy emptying my storage, and I'm still setting up. I've got my basic setup with some of my favorite things. But yeah, I haven't done a brief update in a while. Um, but I promise, guys, I'm going to continue to do this YouTube channel, and I'm going to continue to update it. But as you can see, there's my collection of hats. I'm going to be designing more and new hats now that I've got this new place. Um, I'm going to be doing a digital store eventually, and maybe YouTube videos linking to that store. And then, as you can see here, this is a self-portrait with handkerchief, which is me suffering from my allergies. This painting over here, which you can't see very well, this painting's about the siege in Waco from 1993. That's a story for another day. But, and I have my collection of books here. I got some of my Clone Wars action figures because Clone Wars is one of my favorite TV shows. Uh, anyway, and then this painting here behind me is called Wandering Chaos, and it's about my ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance. And as you can see here, this is my Stanley autograph, and I have a certificate of authenticity. And this is a painting by my grandfather Farmer. So that's kind of sentimental. I never really got to know the guy very well because of family drama. So I'm lucky to even have one of his paintings. He was really skilled at doing like landscape and like little textured paintings. He did most of his paintings were tiny, but he never really broke out as an artist or became successful. He just did it as a hobby, kind of like me. Although I've sold a few paintings, but they're usually sold at low cost, at barely the cost of materials. And I've given away a lot of paintings as gifts. That's one of my things I like to do. If you're friends with me, you never know. You might get one of these paintings one day. But yeah, I had fun on my birthday hanging out with my girlfriend. I had fun with my girlfriend's birthday this year. We're both Capricorn, and it's been off to a great new start. I have been tired. I've been exhausted. I've been just trying to mentally decompress. I can't believe I finally got this apartment. It's amazing. But I got this apartment because I'm a military veteran, which is a good thing. I had never played the vet card before. I don't really like to talk about my military experience. But that's a story for another day. Maybe a book. I might be doing. Actually, I need to actually self-discipline. I'm going to be doing a book about my life, but I'm going to self-publish it on Amazon. And I'll let you guys know. It'll take me a while. I'm slow at writing, but I'll do like a 300-page book about my life and just self-publish it. Because I think some people could learn from my life. I've been through ups and downs. I've been through multiple near-death experiences, whether it be from Hurricane Ivan or living on the streets of LA, getting attacked. Um, my my cousin nearly murdered me in 2014. I nearly got strangled to death. Um, Stuff like that. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, and I'm still, now that I've got this apartment, I've had time to take a breath, smell the roses. Uh, I'm just trying to relax and trying to decompress. But yeah, I saw the new Picard series, and I was optimistic. It actually felt like a sequel to Next Generation. So I'm actually going to do a separate standalone video where I do a review about that. I love these big coffee mugs. I got this at the 99-cent store. It's a huge coffee mug. If you need like a good wake me up, you just put like a few scoops of Nesquik, get some and cook it in the microwave. Um, yeah. I also intend to release a parody album. It'll be music, but it'll be musical, I should say, but it'll be a parody album. I want to do this as a psychological experiment. I had a former roommate. He's still currently the lead singer of a band. I don't know if I want to start drama by naming him, which I won't. But he takes himself way too seriously. He thinks he's a talented musician when his music just sounds like screamo. And it's very similar. I call it musician's disease. And there's also what I call actor's disease, where people in the entertainment industry, they take themselves way too seriously. They're way too uptight. And I want to do, like, in the vein of, like, Frank Zappa, I want to do a musical parody type album. Frank Zappa did some really crazy shit before he passed away in the mid 80s. Mm. You gotta love that Nesquik. It's real easy to make. I like Nesquik because, anyway, I'm kind of wondering in conversation. I'm doing an experiment. I'm doing a brief update that's going to be about 10 minutes in length because they say that that's what people prefer on YouTube. But, so I could fill up a whole conversation. But yeah, I've been going through my old photo albums. I've been setting things up. I found my book. I might actually do a whole video about this book. This is my scrapbook from DragonCon 2003. This is what got me hooked to going to DragonCon every year. And it's got a lot of photos in it, as you can see. I even have flyers. I actually was so excited going to DragonCon that I had a color photo printer. I used my color photo printer. I had a 3 megapixel digital camera. I used my color photo printer to print out every picture I had taken at DragonCon. And I have some autographs here. But anyway, I think I'm gonna do a whole book about this scrapbook. I never did another scrapbook the next year. It was the first year because it was like I had never gone to DragonCon before, and at the time it was the biggest convention I had ever been to. It's still the biggest convention I'd ever gone to. I think it's like 88,000 people last year. I went last year as press. But yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. I plan on going back to DragonCon this year, although I'm going to have to split it up with the Motley Crue concert. I'm a casual Motley Crue fan. I respect them for their musical history. I like their music. I'm not like a hardcore fan like my girlfriend. But she's already bought tickets for us to go on September the 5th to the Motley Crue concert. So I've seen them before, she's seen them before, but this will be our first Motley Crue concert together. And so I want to respect her, and I don't want to be selfish. So I am going to DragonCon, but I'm going to cut it short by a couple of days. I'll be probably flying out on September the 1st, which is... actually, no, I'll be flying out probably August 31st. And then checking in to the hotel like September the 1st. And then I'll be leaving on September the 5th, which is a Saturday. Because Dragon Con's September the 2nd through September, I don't know. I think it's September the 3rd. Sorry, September the 3rd through September the 6th, I think. And so I'm going to cut short a couple of days early. But anyway, this has been a brief update. Thanks for listening. If you like listening to my ramblings, like I said, I'm decompressing and still trying to set up. And once I get my complete computer set up, I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff and more editing. I promise. This is Steampunk Star Raising out. You have a nice day, and I will see you 25 billion years. I will.